We're going to head up to the center of the clear cut here. You'll get a good view overall of the magnitude of this cut.
How different did it look taking this drive to your trap line before this cut?
Oh, this was dense bush. On my trap line itself, I would walk into this entire area would have had significant marten density. Of course, once this is gone, it would drive those animals out of here. Most of them would die. You know, this is province-wide, and that's what people don't realize. Trappers are like the canary in the coal mine. We have been ringing the bell to government, and I remember meeting with the government back in the early 2000s about the cumulative impacts of resource development on wildlife.
Do people know how much of this province looks like this?
No, they don't, and they don't put their mind to that. You know, we're an urbanized province. 65% of the population of BC lives either in the Lower Mainland or in the Greater Victoria area on half of 1% of the landmass of British Columbia. And people don't know, and they travel from Vancouver to Penticton or Kelowna, and they look and they see we've got lots of forests, but they don't get off the beaten track to see what we have here, and they can't spatialize it. They don't understand what it takes to support the birds that we have. They don't understand what it takes to support the different mammals and the ungulates and the different wildlife species that we have. So, you know, it's hard to describe that to them. So that's a marten box. That's for trapping marten. And but what we have is, I went and I talked to the forest company asking if this could be left. It's the only area where we see marten tracks and the wildlife that we have here. So one of the foresters for that forest company came out here and had a look, and he assured us that our trap boxes would be okay. He's put a machine-free zone around them, and it doesn't do anything for us. It's about, 15 feet apart, the yellow machine-free ribbons. So we would, in essence, have a trap box and that tree beside it, and that would be about it.
A trap box and a tree. Is that going to attract a marten?
Absolutely not. Now here's a nice shot of habitat.
Okay.
This is probably a fox den.
Oh.
Here, going right into the ground.
So a fox lives there?
Yep.
How do you know?
Well, it's some kind of an animal den, the way they dug it in there like that. We have put so much focus on the value of wood that we have forgotten about the wildlife. And when I was asked by Christy Clark back in 2014 to review wildlife habitat across the province, that's when I first got the look at the entire province, and I thought, we're in trouble here. I thought it was just localized in Prince George, but we're in trouble right across the province. We need to get away from volume-based logging and adopt a more ecologically friendly forest program. We'll have forestry in this province forever, but we have to do it better, and we have to do it right. People would be shocked to know that we've lost probably 80% of our wildlife populations in the areas that we've logged. The forest community is in turmoil. The companies are logging more than they've ever logged before. We're running out of harvestable timber. We've had the old growth report. We've had all kinds of evidence that government has now been seized with, and yet nothing has changed. This is my passion. Biodiversity management in British Columbia is my passion. And I'm struggling to find ways to get my message out to the people. It would be irresponsible of me, with the experience that I have and the knowledge that I have about biodiversity in British Columbia, based on my trapping experience, based on my research, based on just being an outdoors person all my life. If I can't articulate it and get people to understand where I'm coming from, then I failed. So I better ramp it up a little bit and try a little bit harder.